Hello, I'm back again. Before I start this review, I want to point out a couple of things. I've had a few people make comments about my reviews being too positive. I just want to say that when I find a fault with the gun, I will say I find a fault with the gun. Keep in mind that everything I'm reviewing on this channel, I've bought and paid for with my own money, and some of them I've had for quite a while. On the newer guns, I'm doing testing on them, and I will be pointing out both the pros and the cons. So with that, let me get a cup of coffee, and I'll continue this part 3 of the Avenger Bullpup. Okay, I'm back. Got the gun, got my coffee. So let's do the pros and cons. As I pointed out in an earlier video, there's a lot of little plate up there in the front between the shroud. The barrel's not moving, it's the shroud's going up and down. Not the shroud, the tube that's hitting the bottom of the shroud. So, highly recommend some sort of barrel band be put on the end, make it nice and tight. Another con I have is the stock end cap. It's got these little flat discs that do absolutely nothing to quiet it down, and it's not long enough to stabilize the barrel. So on mine, I have the Donnie on it, which also doesn't do anything to quiet it, but it does stabilize the barrel. The scope rail, seen a lot of things where people say it's not straight. Mine's straight, but it is not straight with the barrel. See, I have a 1:6 on here, so when I look through the 1:6, as with any 1:6, you can see the tip of the barrel and the bottom of the scope, and it's just slightly to the left. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Easily compensated with the adjustments, but it should be straight right on. My biggest con with this thing is they really should have done a wood stock. This synthetic stock is just too much plastic. Still got a lot of hollow sound to it. It's a nicer feel than the other synthetic, but it's still hollow. The bottom pick is molded in the frame, so you ain't gonna do nothing with that. Side rails are screw on, and they do unscrew and come off, but they did a 6-slot pick rail with 1 3/4 inches between the screw holes. Good luck trying to find that. Pick rails normally come in 5-slot and 7-slot. I did find a 6-slot for an M-lock, but the holes were not spaced right. So I haven't figured out what I'm going to do on that. I'm not probably going to mount anything on too heavy on here, other than maybe a laser. But it would be nice if they were metal. But right now, that's about the cons. I have. Oh, I forgot the big one. Another big one, and that is the reg pressure. It does have regulator creep. First shot, it's not going to be at the proper pressure. I normally do a dry fire. It brings it right down to where it should be. I've got the reg creep on this one. It's on my wood, and it's on my synthetic 177. and I read a lot of comments that everybody's having trouble with the right crate. As far as the tank pressure, it's holding well on this. When I do a follow-up review on my other ones, not so on them. Those do tend to lose tank pressure over time. I'm talking a month. That's it for the cons. As far as the pros, trigger housing is got a nice opening, so if you're wearing a glove, you get your finger in there. Cheek piece is nice with the adjustment. Just a little pen, whatever. Push down the little thing that slides back and forth. I keep mine on the next to the second hole back, and I use the lowest setting because you have 4 settings back and forth, 3 up and down. The jig piece, the shoulder piece is pull out and change positions. The sling mounts are nice. I went ahead and put swivels on it, front and rear. The magazine holder in the bottom here is nice. Carry extra magazines with you. I do like on this that the little cover in the bottom. If I can get my fingers to work. There we go. Covers both the decasser and the valve adjuster. On the rifles, it only covers the valve adjuster. So I've also added on mine some gauge covers. So that's about the pros and cons on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to some videos. I made a video of using 3 different moderators with it for sound test. I also tested with 3 different magazines: the stock, the Carm, and the Hajimoto expanded magazine that he originally developed for the G2, but it also fits the Avengers. So I won't be doing any paper shooting on this. It's cold out, and not really going to be a good test to do it here on my indoor range because I just don't have the distance. I mean, the range I am inside, I can't miss. So in the springtime, there'll be a 4th video with some target shooting outside. So let's go to one of my videos that I recorded earlier. When I'm done with those, I'll be back with my final reviews. Okay, welcome back. Let's do a little shooting. Got a stock magazine in it right now. .85 deep. .85.8. .85.7. Okay. I'm going to put a moderator in it now. We'll put the 0 dB on it. Okay. Got the 0 dB on it now. So we'll put another round in it. $82. $82. Take that one off. And we'll put the Tatsu in it. Chamber around again. $82. $82. And last. I got the Sumo on it. In case I didn't say it, the last one was the Tatsu. Chamber another round. $79. Oh, no more rounds. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Car magazine. Car magazine is a no-go with the bullpup. It just falls out. So let's go and I'll try the Hajimoto. Clicks in there nicely. Chambered around. $80. $79. So here's the Sumo. Quiets it the most. Let me shoot a few more rounds and we'll see what we got. Okay. I really don't like doing it off the shoulder. On the shoulder, I should say. I cock it. I take it off target. Of course, I was trained in the military. In the military, you acquire the target, take out the target, acquire the next target. So it doesn't bother me coming off a bag or coming off a rest. I actually prefer shooting, taking a target, going to the next target. So coming off to cock, not an issue with me. But trying to do this thing for the shoulder, no. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm back. I had a slight problem with the microphone at the end of the last video. Helps if you charge the mic before you start. Okay, here I am at the end. This is turning out to be a little longer than I expected. I combined the mag test and the sound test into one video. As far as that, the sound test was not scientific. I used a cheapy Amazon special sound meter. Gives me a general difference in the sounds. As far as the mags, I used 3 different magazines. I had the stock magazines, which I actually had to go through 2. First one broke a spring. They need to do something with their mags. This is the second one. As a while back, I broke my 177 mag. So now I've busted a 22 and a 177. The car magazine was a no-go with the bullpup. Put it in, turn the gun to the side, fall out before I could chamber it. Best magazine overall was the Hajimoto extended magazine. Excellent quality. I've been using this on both my Avengers and my G2. I've had no problems with it. Good job, Haji. Okay, on the gun, it's got its flaws, but got to consider it is an under $400 gun. So it's going to have a few flaws. You're expecting perfect, and you need to dig in your wallet a little bit more. It's a good gun, not a great gun. I'll get out in the springtime and do some papers on it, do some paper testing, targets. Wintertime here in upstate New York right now, and fat old man, I ain't getting out on the ice and snow. So for now, see you in the spring on this gun, but I'll be doing some more indoor reviews on pistols. Replicas hold me over during the winter. So for now, happy shooting.